Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're starting a new series and I'm super excited about it. I really wanted to continue game highlights, but I've had a bit of tech difficulties with the game that I've been playing. But also, they're just really time consuming, and any time that they were coming up, I had a very hard time getting it done because they take a good 3 to 4 hours. Which I just don't have the time for anymore. So we're gonna do a new series. If y'all were really sad about the game series not continuing anymore, just let me know and I can workshop it a little. I can make something happen. But for now, we're gonna do this. So today we're gonna do, I'm calling it a fusion series. I don't really know if that's, what to call it, but that's what I'm gonna do. And basically I have 2 wheels, and don't worry, you're gonna watch this too, so if you don't get it, that's okay. I'm bad at explaining things anyway. So I have 2 wheels, one wheel with a bunch of My Hero Academia characters, and another wheel with a bunch of Genshin characters. I'm gonna spin the wheel, and then I'm gonna draw the fusion of the 2 characters. And I will be screen recording my iPad so y'all can see the whole process. And yeah, I think it's gonna be super fun. Let's just go right ahead. Alright, here are our wheels. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, we'll do My Hero Academia first, just because, I don't know, and, oh my gosh, Mirko, okay, I can work with this, she's had her little moment in the manga lately, and so I'm super excited. So we're just gonna remove her from the list, because we can't draw her again. Okay, what Genshin character? Give me a good one, please. Diluc. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have some ideas. I have some pretty good ideas with this. Let's do this. Okay. Here goes nothing. Okay, so I had a little brainstorming session just now, just to kind of plan it out before I start, because y'all don't need to see me sit and think. So this is what I have. I'm gonna do mostly Diluc, and then I'm gonna put him in Mirko's like leotard thing, but it's gonna be Diluc's colors, so it's gonna be red and black and gray. And then I'm gonna have his little waistcoat thing, plus maybe his belt and vision, maybe, or maybe his little thigh thing. I don't know. I think it looks nice. And then with his new skin's hairstyle. So, and then obviously he's gonna have bunny ears, because how can I not combine him and Mirko and not have bunny ears? So, all right. I had to pull in references, which I very rarely do, actually. I don't really use references. I like to just do it from my mind. But maybe that's why I need to improve my art. Who knows? So this was super rough, so I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to get this head shape correct very early on. 3/4 view is pretty hard for me. I don't know, I just don't practice it very often, and it's kind of like anything that you don't practice. You get bad at it after a while if you just don't do it. So I guess that's okay. And then his ear, oh, he doesn't have ears because he's bunny. Never mind. I mean, he does have ears, but he doesn't have human ears. So, and then we're gonna do his nose. I kind of like upturned noses. I don't really know why. There's not really a particular reason why. I just like them. I think they're fun to draw. So he's gonna have a slightly upturned nose. I also think that's a little bit more bunny-like. He's not smiling because Diluc never smiles. And I know Mirko does, but this is mostly Diluc, so it's gonna have Diluc's personality. Also, just heads up, I'm probably only going to be sketching this. I will be coloring it later and putting it on my Instagram, probably at the end of the week, which I know is really soon. It basically is the end of the week, but end of the week, in my opinion, is Sunday. So, so this will be on my Instagram fully colored then, but I cannot fully color it now. That's just not possible. So we'll make his nose a little better. There we go. What did his eyes look like? They're just usual eyes. I drew Sebastian for a video / Instagram post, and I kind of learned a nice way to draw side 3/4 eyes, and I'm really happy about it. So we're gonna use what I learned there. I really want to start a series where I kind of like replicate styles from manga stuff. Oh my gosh. And like, you know, just try to like make it look like it's from the manga. Because I tried to do that with the Sebastian one. Obviously, I put my own little twist on it. But I thought it was really fun, and I actually learned a lot. I already draw differently just from that one piece. So I kind of want to start a series like that. But I don't know where I would start said series. I also just have a lot of ideas. I need to get through the ideas I have already. And then maybe I can do more when I'm out. Which doesn't seem to happen all that much. I don't know. I just get like super boosts of being inspired, and I write them all down. And then when I'm not inspired, I look at my list, and my list is usually pretty long. Okay, so this is always the hard eye for me, the eye that's like on the edge of his face, or I guess whoever I'm drawing's face. I also have a problem with sometimes making them cross-eyed. I don't know why that's a problem. It just is for me. I don't know. Okay, how's that? His under eye needs to be up a little more. He's tired. He's always tired. He kind of reminds me of Aizawa, I'm not gonna lie. Also, by the way, if you don't see a character you like on the wheel, either the Genshin wheel or the My Hero Academia wheel, it's because the people on the wheel are the people that I'm willing to draw, and I'm sorry, but Aizawa is not one of them. He's not, I mean, he's great, but he's just not my favorite character. He's also kind of hard to draw. He has a lot of scraggly beard stuff, and it's just not the best thing in the world. Okay, what do his eyebrows look like? They're kind of like this, and then they just kind of go like this. But he can't look mad because Diluc just doesn't have emotion very often. He's not emotionless, but he's pretty stoic. That's the word. Okay, I like it so far. I think I'm going to make it less long. I'm going to bring his... This is going to look weird for a second. Oh, actually, no, that looks fine. I'm going to bring it down, though. I have to sneeze. No, I don't. I'm good. Anyways. Okay, so... It's 3/4 view, so we're just gonna... Bloop. There we go. Okay. His hair... How do we want to do this? So he kind of has like a... Sorry, I'm going back and forth between the image that I'm coloring and the reference, or the image that I'm sketching and the reference, because I don't quite get it. So it looks like he's got like a little swoopy here, and then another one. Oh, but it goes the other way. So this keeps going, and this goes that way. Not quite that long though. But then there's another one that's bigger and longer that goes this way. Thank God his ears are covered. I think it looks weird when the place where human ears should be is not covered, and the thing that you're drawing doesn't have human ears. It's like naked. It's weird. I don't like it. I think it needs to be less messed up. Diluc has very nice, like, it's fluffy hair, but it's like, I don't know, it just falls very nicely, so. And then he has this, like, really long one right here. I think something like that. Yeah, okay. Oh, my eraser was too big. I do that a lot. I accidentally adjust the wrong size of... Sometimes, like, I'm trying to erase something, and I have my pen activated, and I'll change the size of my pen. And it's really important to keep the same size pen when you're drawing, at least for me, because this pen is pressure sensitive, so I can make it bigger just by pushing harder. So if I adjust the size, it, like, I don't know, you can just tell when I adjust the size, and it's kind of wonky. But, I mean, you should definitely adjust the size of your pen. It's very good to have differences in line. We're learning about that in my art class. We have to do a project that's like only lines and no shading and stuff, and that's what we're doing, differences in line. Okay. Okay, I think that looks fine. You know who he looks like someone. I can't quite place it, but he looks like a person. Well, I hope he looks like a person. Okay, how would this look? Okay, I think it needs to be over. It's not, he doesn't have a middle part. He has like a side part, obviously. Okay, so we just do this. This, I feel like, would hang a little. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cover a little of your eyebrow. It looks weird if it's just cut off like that. Sometimes I draw a face and I get really sad when I have to draw the hair over it because I liked the face. But that's just the reality. I think it's kind of like a rounded... Yeah, sort of. And also, if for some reason the sketch looks different on Instagram than when I drew it here, it's because I probably touched it up a little. I'm going, not fast, but like, I'm not like being as careful as I usually would. And I actually, when I'm usually sketching, I end up redoing things quite a lot. I just have a lot of patience, and sometimes when I don't like something, I'm like very willing to just do it until I like it, which can sometimes take a long time. So if the sketch looks different when you see it later, it's because I just edited it a little, but it'll always be the same concept. I will never like completely redo a sketch, because that would just, I don't know. I think that'd be weird. Okay, I am really bad at drawing hair ties. I know that's like a random thing, but I just don't really know what to do about them. Okay, so it's like a little this. I'm gonna have his hair nice and fluffy and messy, because his hair is very nice. I wish I had his hair. It's very nice and fluffy. Okay, maybe that's a little too fluffy. Okay, let me try this again. Maybe just like a little smaller and like less up. There we go. Let's bring it in a little. There's a lot of this. This is one reason why I don't like traditional art as much, because I have a tendency to like draw things out of proportion, but I like how I drew them, but they're like not quite in the right spot or the right proportion, so I like to, you know, change it a little and like edit it, but obviously you can't really do that when it comes to traditional drawing. Okay, now I need Mirko's ears. Her ears come from the side, but I kind of want his to come from the top. But that's not very true to Mirko's design, so I guess I guess he can, but I don't want to cover his hair. Okay, sorry, we're gonna go from the top, because, I don't know, I just think it looks better. Although I do like Mirko's design, but... There we go. I've never drawn bunny ears before, so I don't know how this is gonna go. And then I want another floppy one. But we wouldn't see the inside of this one. There we go. Hey, that actually turned out not bad for never drawing bunny ears before. Okay, now we just need to do the male anatomy. And then what I do when I'm drawing is I usually draw like basically the body like with no clothes on, because it's easier to put clothes on it and have the proper anatomy than like just putting a shirt on a canvas, because then you don't know how it fits, and you know, it's just easier to just draw them naked first. So hopefully it doesn't get taken down. I promise it's just art. I don't draw anything like that detailed. It's just like basic human figure. Okay, I always have a problem with shoulders. I always make them too broad at first, so you're going to see a lot of workshopping with that. And D-Luke is very muscular, so we got to keep that. I mean, so is Mirko, so obviously they're just muscular in different ways because they're physically different. Okay, let's see, so... Boop, boop, boop. How's that? Yeah, this needs to be like moved up. And I'm gonna just get rid of this altogether. Okay, so he's kind of standing at an angle, so I'm gonna redo this collarbone. I thought it might look good if it's like slightly up, but it doesn't, so. And then he has his shoulders up. He's not slouched, so. Okay, I'm actually, I like this arm, but I'm just gonna get rid of this until I draw the torso first. I'm gonna start with that, and then maybe it'll look better. See what I mean? This is like something you definitely can't do with digital art. You can't like move it around like I do. or not digital art, traditional art. Ugh. It's a little early for me, I'm sorry. Okay. How's that? Oh, that's much better. Okay. Oh, my eraser's way too big. I do that a lot. This is one of the reasons why I don't sketch on live, because my sketching is kind of like all over the place, and I take a long time when I sketch. Well, not really. I'm actually a very quick sketcher, but like I like do little edits a bunch, and sometimes that can be very boring to watch. So now you're gonna see how I painstakingly do hands. So his hands are on his hips. So hands are about, if you completely spread them out, they're about as big as the face. So this needs to be a little bigger. And then he's just gonna be very sassy, because he needs a little bit of Mirko sass. Mirko's so sassy, I feel like even she would make D-Luke sassy. So that's what we're gonna do. Perfect. Okay, so, and then this goes here, and then this kind of puffs out, because he's a proud bunny man. And then I always get the rib cage placement wrong. It's always too high for when I draw it. Let's see. I need to stop drawing it with circles. I feel like when I draw the base figure with the circle for the hip and not my usual square for the rib cage and then circle for the hip, I get the proportions wrong. Y'all can do it however you want, but that's just how I do it, and I feel like I do it a little better with it slightly different. Okay, he has very large pecs. Honestly, who doesn't have large pecs that I draw? And I gotta remember how to do the shoulder. Okay, so if he was in this position, where would the shoulder be? I think it would be kind of back there. And let me think. So how would his arm be if he had his arms on his hips? I need to think about this. So, let's see. Would it be something like that? With like the crease right there? I can't tell. He can also just have one hand on his hip, actually. I think I'm gonna do that because I don't know what this would look like. I also very minimally use references, as I stated before, but I really don't use references very often. Which maybe is why my art sometimes is lacking, but okay, so shoulder, bicep, perfect. He'll just have his hand hanging. We'll complete that later once we do the rest of his outfit. Okay, so perfect, and then little hips, and then you gotta do the, I don't know what they're called, but it's like the muscle that's right here. I don't know, I put it on everyone. I know not everyone has it, but I put it on everyone. It just reminds me where the hips are. Okay, and then his big thigh muscles. I feel like he's a very big thigh guy. And then let's see, so I feel like these legs are going to be way too big for him. I need to get rid of the sketch. Oh, they're actually not that bad. Perfect. Okay, I thought they were going to be way too big for him, but it's actually working out. I might make his head a little bigger in not too long. I'm not drawing feet right now. He's not going to be, or should he be barefoot? Because isn't Mirko barefoot? Or should he keep his boots on? What are his boots? Oh, I kind of like his boots. They're kind of hard to draw, though. Then what's Mirko's? She's just barefoot. I think I might draw him barefoot. We'll see. We'll see how much my motivation is for drawing feet. I don't really like to draw feet very much. I also just don't draw feet. So I don't know how good it's going to be. Okay, let's try this. His little feet. Okay, I am really bad at putting feet on like the same plane. So I'm just gonna boop. And then his torso needs to be a little bit up more. Like that. Standing up straight, my dude. And then his head needs to be a little bigger. Again, so much nicer to have on digital art than traditional art to have this ability. Because if I was on traditional art, I would just have to redraw it all. Oh my god, he's headless. There we go. Like, I couldn't just do that. I would have to just redraw the whole thing, which would be sad. I would have to pick, do I like the body more or do I like the head more? And then I gotta redraw one of them. Okay, and then his hand can just hang. It's kind of off camera. It looks like I'm trying to hide it so I don't have to draw it, which is kind of true, but it's fine. Okay. Alright, so let's draw his outfit now. See what I mean? I draw them kind of naked and then I don't. And then I add clothing to them. So, he's gonna have this like leotard thing on. With like the fur stuff, I guess. So it would be like that-ish. And then it kind of comes down like this. Fur in small amounts is very fun. But fur is not fun all over something like an animal. I can't draw fur very well. It's just also kind of a nightmare to texture. So many like little shadows and everything. Especially with full realism pieces. Like, no thank you. I saw a tutorial on TikTok of how to draw fur, and I really did try to follow it, but she was very good, the person who showed it. And she was just like, this is how you do it. And she's like, you just put these colors, and then you make these lines, and then you're done. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if that's how it works for the rest of us. She was very nice, and maybe it worked for some people, but I was like, I don't follow. Okay, so there's his little fur thing, and then he has this like tank top thing. Oh my god, stop that! I sometimes undo my own work just by pushing buttons. It's very annoying. So it has this like band of things. I think. Perfect. Let's try that. Okay, perfect. And then you wouldn't see it, or like, I guess you would barely see it, right here. Yes, I'm keeping his boobs that big, okay? That's just how big they're gonna be. So, and then with a tight costume, there's a little bit of stretch where there is no skin contact, like that. And then there's more here, and then there's gonna be a little more here because there's a little muscle there, and then we'll get rid of this because you want to show the outline of the body without actually drawing said outline of the body. Especially when there's clothing involved, you just want to show it with the clothing. I guess I'm going to make his boobs a little smaller. There we go. Make them a little smaller, I guess. Okay, perfect. And so then he has this, or I guess she has this weird little, like, hip thing. I guess it would be little stuff here because he has abs, I'm assuming. I don't know. I've never actually seen D-Look without his traditional garb, so I don't actually know. I'm just assuming. Because, I mean, he's a claymore fighter, so I feel like you have to have a lot of core strength to pick that kind of stuff up. So I'm assuming. Okay, so what are these? They're like here, and then they come off a little. And then, this can honestly be where the suit so I guess it'll be something like that. I have no idea what these are. I don't know what they're for. So, and they're a little up, they're like wide, not wider, but like up, and then it's like that, I think, something like that. And then same thing on the other side, but you wouldn't see as much of it. Still pop out though. Perfect. And then erase. This is why you draw more, because it's better to erase a little when you draw on top of it than to have to draw like around it, because it just never looks as good when you draw around it. So then, oh, I'm an eraser. So then it's like a line, and then some yellow, which we're gonna turn red eventually. And then it goes like, meow. I do sound effects when I draw. This is true. And then I'm gonna move the second one up a little. It's kind of going off the whatever it is. I still don't know what it is. And then it's a line, and then it's this, and then it's like a new. That doesn't look as good. It's more square. And then that one will be hidden. And then this is like a little bit of a divot. Perfect, okay. And then we have to complete his leotard. So, oh dear, I've never drawn a leotard on a man. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Don't be mad at me if I don't do this correctly at first. So it kind of goes in and then out a little. Okay. I mean, it kind of looks not right. So let me try that again. I don't really know how to do this. I don't really want to look up a reference photo either. Okay, how's that? Okay, that looks a little better. I think I'm gonna bring it up a little more. Just like the whole thing. Okay, let's try that. It's okay. Oh, I didn't even know she has thigh highs. We gotta give him the thigh highs. Just go over like this. Yeah. Okay, what is that muscle? It's on the inside, so it would probably be like right here. I think. And then there's a little yellow dot, which will be red. And there we go. Okay, now we do the other side. Perfect. And there we go. And then the same muscle is right there, I think. I don't know. It's like that inner thigh muscle thing. He would definitely have that. Okay. I kind of want him to have like boot socks. If that's a thing. Do I just not want to draw shoes or feet? Yeah. But, you know, it also works. I gotta fix this, whatever this is. His foot would be a little bigger. Not quite as square either. He's gonna have human feet. Well, she just has big human feet, I guess. So I think she has human feet, right? Yeah, she just has, oh, or is that part of her costume though? I wonder if that's actually her feet. I wonder, are you guys caught up in the manga? Because she is having her moment right now. She had her moment earlier, but she's having another one. It's pretty good. I'm a little worried about her, not gonna lie, but. Oh, I went and undid it. I do that a lot, I'm sorry. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, now we just need to add his little cape thing. Okay. I want to add this, like, lower part of his cape. I guess it's a cloak, whatever. So how does it go? It just looks like a black thing with fuzzies. That's another reason why I think they're good, like, to mesh together, because they both have, like, that fur. I'm not gonna have it, like, weirdly blowing in some non-existent wind. I'm just gonna have it sitting. It's just gonna be sitting. I don't think you would even see it at the top over here. I kind of want it to be connected to this part, because I don't know what it is, so it's gonna hold his cape. I don't know why I keep calling it a cape. It's like, I don't know, it's like when you tie a jacket around your waist. But it's his hero costume. Okay. And then... just add the fuzzies. Which match his, like, neck thing perfectly. Perfect. And then we'll... I almost said delete. I'm gonna erase. We're gonna erase that. I really hate when I undo on accident. I really need to, like, mess with the settings. You'd think for me, I've had Procreate for so long, you'd think that I would have messed with the settings by now to prevent that from happening, but I just didn't. I kind of want to make it a little more like that. What about that? I like that better. It's just a little bit more swooshy. I imagine his cape to be kind of like Snape's. To be just like swooshy. I'm gonna do that. And then it's obviously gonna have like little folds here because it's tucked in. And I guess this would be like barely visible right there. If we're going by how I did it, then. I kind of want to have like a fold in it because it's, I want it to just be so majestic. What if I go like this? I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna like that. So then there's gonna be like a that. There. Is that what it looks like? I don't know. See, this is why I said that maybe not having references is not good. But I'm kind of obsessed with this, not gonna lie. Okay. I think that's good, honestly. Oh wait, I need to do a little erasing up here. Because his bunny ear is transparent. Okay, honestly, I think I might like edit it a little, but I think we're good with that, honestly. I think that looks good. I'm gonna add some lines and, you know, a little detail and stuff, but other than that, I really like it. I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do, especially for how fast I did it. But yeah, that's that's Diluc and Mirko fusion. Oh my god, I actually really, really like it. Okay, well that was the piece. I'm actually extremely happy with it. It will be up on my Instagram probably this weekend. I gotta color it, and I'm just very busy this weekend, so I will do my best, but most likely will be good for this weekend if you want to check it out. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're psyched for the new series. I know I am. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Next time will be another speed paint, and then the time after we'll do another one of these, which I'm super excited about. But anyways, see you guys next time.